So yesterday, you know that about the electrolysis. Repeats once again. The decomposition of an electrolyte on passing electric current through its molten state or aqueous solution is called electrolysis, or it is the process of decomposition of an electrolyte by the passage of current either in its molten state or its solution is called electrolysis. Now when you consider the solution of hydrochloric acid in water, it contains large number of H plus ion and chloride ion due to the dissociation of HCl. So it forms H plus and Cl minus. So at cathode the hydrogen ion is discharged. It leads to the formation of hydrogen gas. At the anode the chloride ion get discharged. It leads to the formation of the chlorine gas. Suppose if you pass 1 Faraday of electricity into the hydrochloric acid, means 96,500 coulomb of electricity per 1 second. So it liberates 1.008 gram of hydrogen or 35.5 gram of chlorine. Then to understand the term product of electrolysis, product of electrolysis. So the product of electrolysis and the two electrodes depend upon the reduction potential as well as the nature of metal used. Now under the reduction potential, so more the positive value, the product of electrolysis depend upon two factors, that is depend upon reduction potential, and the second one is nature of metal used. So higher the electrode potential is the easier the reduction takes place. The more positive value of standard reduction potential, easier the reduction. Say for example, the standard reduction potential of silver and copper are found to be 0.80 volt and the 0.34 volt. In between the silver and copper, the higher standard reduction potential is silver. Therefore, when you pass the electric current, the silver readily undergoes reduction than the copper. Suppose if you consider the aqueous solution of sodium chloride, the aqueous solution of sodium chloride is one which undergoes ionosis or dissociate into sodium ion and chloride ion. Similarly, the water also undergoes hydrogen ion and hydroxyl ion. Between the sodium and hydrogen, the hydrogen having a higher reduction potential than the sodium, because the standard reduction potential of hydrogen is 0 volt and that of sodium is minus 2.71 volt. Therefore, hydrogen gas easily undergoes reduction, discharge. Hence, based on their SRP value, we can readily understand the product of the electrolysis. Then the second one is the nature of the metal used. During electrolysis, it depends upon the nature of metal used. If you consider the aqueous solution of copper sulfate using platinum electrode, here nature of the metal used. Using platinum electrode, in case of the electrolysis of aqueous solution of copper sulfate, the copper is get discharged at the copper electrode and oxygen is liberated at the anode. Suppose if you use the copper electrode in an aqueous solution, the copper is discharged at the copper electrode. In case of the aqueous solution, if you use the platinum electrode, discharge at the platinum electrode, and if you use the copper, it discharge at the copper electrode, and the equivalent amount of copper dissolves in it. At anode, copper ion is get discharged. So therefore, if you use the platinum electrode, some amount of copper ion is get discharged. If you use the copper electrode, so the aqueous solution of copper sulfate get decomposes and the copper electrode is itself undergoes ionization and discharge at the surface of the anode. So this is about the product of electrolysis. Then based on the product of electrolysis and the term based on the term electrolysis, we want to know about the laws of electrolysis, that is called as Faraday's laws of electrolysis. So dear students, so for this year 2020 to 2021 year, in this year, so the laws of electrolysis, that is Faraday's first law and second law, is deleted. Even though it is deleted, we want to understand what is the statement of the laws, Faraday's laws of electrolysis. So scientist Michael Faraday discovered that there exists a definite relation between the quantity of electricity passed and the amount of substance discharged at the electrode. He gave two laws. The first law of Faraday, may called as first law of electrolysis. So what is the statement of the first law of Faraday? The law states that the amount of substance deposited or liberated at the surface of the electrode is directly proportional to the quantity of electricity passed through it, or the mass of the substance deposited or liberated at the surface of the electrode is directly proportional to the quantity of electricity passed through it. That is the statement of the first law, that the W is directly proportional to Q. W means mass of the substance deposited at the surface of the electrode, either cathode or anode, or liberated from the surface of the electrode, is directly proportional to the quantity of electricity passed through it, where W is mass, Q is quantity. Now I may write as Z into Q. So Z is electrochemical equivalent. Z may write as Q may write as, so Z into I into T, where Q is equal to I into T, where I is current in ampere, T is to pass the current in terms of second. So therefore W is equal to Z into R into T. May write the mathematical expression that E divided by 96,500 into I into T, where T is equivalent mass of the substance. So this is, so during the solving some problems, so we can represent this formula. This is about the first law of Faraday. Then to understand the second law of Faraday. The second law states that when same quantity of electricity is passed into the different electrolytes, the masses of the substance deposited or liberated at the surface of the electrode is same. That is, when is directly proportional to their equivalent mass. Repeat once again. When same quantity of electricity is passed into the different electrolytes connected in series, that is important. Connected in series, now the masses of the substance deposited or liberated is directly proportional to their equivalent mass. Is their equivalent mass. Suppose if you take the different electrolytes, so this is A, this is B, this is C. Put the electrodes. So here the one electrolyte, third electrolyte, second, third electrolyte. So when the same quantity of electricity is passed into the different electrolyte, the mass of the substance is deposited or liberated is directly proportional to their equivalent mass. Then the mass of X deposited divided by mass of Y deposited is equal to equivalent mass of X divided by equivalent mass of Y. So this is the mathematical expression of the second law of Faraday. So dear student, so you have to remember the first and second law. Now for the year 2020, 21, so it is deleted. Thank you.